Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to repeat this every single day until November 3rd. I want you to repeat this every single day until November 3rd. Trump is winning re-election. He is winning re-election, ladies and gentlemen, and there's nothing that they can do to stop it. Every single story that Democrats and media have obsessed over, every single story has been wrong, inaccurate, a fantasy. Trump never worked with Russia. We still haven't seen the mysterious Facebook ads that swung the election. We still don't know anyone that actually looked at a Twitter bot or Facebook ad and said, I'm voting for the orange monster. I'm voting for the orange monster over Madam Secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, President Trump's going to win re-election. And the only thing that could stop President Trump is if he retweets something absurd a week before or day before the election. He needs to calm down, or he needs to be more strategic and less flippant on social media. That's it. They don't have Gary Johnson to take 4.5 million votes. They don't have enthusiasm, which is the main issue. You look. Exclusive USA Today poll. Biden widens his lead, but Trump keeps edge on enthusiasm. How is that possible? Please explain to me how that's possible. You have a person who is an incumbent, presided over record low unemployment, presided at one point over record low Black and Latino unemployment, signed the First Step Act, signed legislation to increase $220 million. It should be a lot more. But to increase funding into historically black colleges and universities, you have the first president ever to sign an executive order combating rampant anti-Semitism on college campuses coming from the left. The same people who claim to be fighting against a word I can't use, but which was the epitome of anti-Semitism beyond like the definition of the ultimate, most horrific, barbaric consequence. And then they claim to be fighting a regime I can't state on YouTube live streams or on YouTube. So you have President Trump, first president to step foot in North Korea, begin détente between North and South Korea. Is there immediate peace? No, but it's better than what Bush did or wasn't able to accomplish. President Trump's foreign policy is infinitely better than obliterating a country with a failed NATO intervention that Biden and Clinton and President Obama pushed for, and definitely better than the failed intelligence or failed foreign policy predicated upon failed, inaccurate, false intelligence readings that Bush predicated his foreign policy upon. Exclusive USA Today poll, Biden widens his lead, but Trump keeps edge on enthusiasm. Well, of course he does. You cannot win the election. Half of Trump backers say they're very excited about their candidate, and almost double the 27% of Biden backers who say that. There aren't 27% of Biden backers who say they're very excited. That's nonsense. That's absurd. There's nothing to be excited about Biden about. Now, the duplicity and disingenuous nature of the Democratic Party. He had allegations from Tara Reade. They don't believe her. They don't believe the allegations. They demanded that you believe allegations against Trump and Kavanaugh. Then they say, well, the history and the pattern. Well, you can go on YouTube and see how uncomfortable Biden makes people. One thing you can say about Trump, he's not like this touchy-feely person. Biden is all over the place. His paws are all over. Anomaly! God bless you. Wow. This is an honor. Anomaly. God bless you, HA, and all his viewers. Have a great weekend, my friends. God bless you, Anomaly. That is very kind of you. Anomaly is one of the most awesome channels, awesome voices, awesome people in all of YouTube. People, subscribe subscribe to his channel. He's awesome. Anomaly, thank you very, very, very much. Very, very good person and very intelligent. And he is he's definitely very good at critical thinking and able to dissect, today's absurd reality. Our world is so he's really good at his videos are really good at looking at the world and taking things apart and trying to make sense of things that don't make sense. So he's really great. And Anomaly, thank you, sir. Thank you, Anomaly. Thank you very much. I am honored. Thank you for watching, Anomaly, and thank you for your support. Greatly appreciated. Anomaly's awesome, everybody. Subscribe to his channel. Eric H526, hello. Luke St. Martin, hello. My two moderators. So you look at, thanks again, Anomaly. Greatly appreciated. I hope all is well, man. I hope all is well. Biden he communicates and looks like an exhumed body. And so you have a situation where people are the media is extremely passionate about Biden, but absolutely nobody knows why they would ever vote for him. So in terms of enthusiasm, you have pretty much zero enthusiasm. So people say, I'm not crazy enthusiastic about Biden as a candidate. He says, but Trump is not fit for the presidency. So Biden is fit for the presidency? How? With the Charlemagne interview when he says the you ain't comment? How is that even possible? Anomaly, thank you again. Thank you again, Anomaly. Subscribe to his channel, everybody. He's awesome. He is awesome. He's a really great voice, and he's awesome. So I'm looking at his channel right now. He's awesome. So you look, and enthusiasm in a recent poll a poll last month was there was a 35-40% gap. Now you have, it's what. Let's see here. Biden leads. Trump continues to hold a lead. Half of Trump voters. So 50%. So it's still about 25% to 35%. And you have apoplectic, fuming, seething, hysterical, fanatical media coverage against Trump. Well, what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? Anthony Perone, I agree with you. He is awesome. What do you expect when... And look, definitely watch Anomaly's live stream on November 3rd. I'll be watching it also. I'm gonna watch all the people I enjoy on November 3rd because the meltdown is going to be unbelievable. Because when they realize that they've retweeted and they've mocked and they've demeaned and they've denigrated and they've tried to insult Trump into 8 years, or they've been successful in retweeting and just, condemning Trump into 8 years, because that's what it's going to be about. They will have spent 4 years, and negative emotions cannot inspire an individual to do great things or to even vote. They say that Trump voters run on negative emotions. That's not true. I'm voting for President Trump. I want Americans home from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. I want Americans home from never-ending counterinsurgency conflicts. And I want a bunch of other things that President Trump has accomplished. Record low unemployment being one of them. And so, Independents always pick President Trump on the economy. Almost always. Generally, people pick Trump on the economy. And you can't win without enthusiasm. This is why Bernie Sanders, who is now a human doormat for the Democratic Party, at least he had enthusiasm. And he funneled all that enthusiasm back into Biden, which then, morphed into who knows what, but there's no enthusiasm for Biden. So, and Madam Secretary's going to be nominee. It's just a matter of time. Who knows what's going to happen? Richard Barker, keep up the great work, H.A. Thank you, Richard. Thank you very much. Thank you, Richard. Jimmy Lamore. H.A., when will media say Hillary running? There's going to have to be something's going to happen. So maybe Biden's going to slide into second base and need a new ACL, heaven forbid, God forbid, or they'll say, Biden, oh my goodness, he has this. Oh my goodness, he has this. Or they'll say, we need a woman, it's the centennial. Who knows? Maybe he'll jump into the reflecting pool. Maybe he'll run down Pennsylvania Avenue naked. Who knows? Something's going to happen, though. And then right before August, it's going to be the great switcheroo. Richard Barker, thank you so much. Thank you, Richard. Greatly appreciated. One thing Anomaly has is beautiful hair. He has beautiful. I just grew out my hair, but I could never grow out my hair like Anomaly's gorgeous, flowing, beautiful hair. I give him major respect. He has amazing hair. I was bald for a long time, but that was, I guess, my own doing. But Richard, thank you again. Thank you. You look, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone thinks that President Trump is on the ropes. This couldn't be further from the truth. And even the DNC spokeswoman stated with Bill Hemmer on Fox News, we're not officially nominating Joe Biden. So here, 6 hours ago, Hillary Clinton mocks Donald Trump over pandemic. Okay. Why is media doing this if she's not going to be, like, are they talking about Kerry? Are they talking about are they talking about anyone else? They're talking more about Clinton than they are about Biden. Then she has the audacity. Hillary Clinton hints Trump on claims he didn't receive intel. He wants to remove Americans. He signed a peace deal, Madam Secretary, that you never would have signed. That's exactly why I stated I would never vote for Madam Secretary. Never, ever, 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 ever. But I mean, when they lose again, you have to understand this is going to be a cultural phenomenon. Jimbo! Saw Biden live stream, gave super chat. Did you? Jimbo? Jimbo, did you? You saw a super chat saying we need Hillary. Wow. That would have been amazing that, like, if you gave, like, this is for H.A. Goodman. This is for my man H.A. Goodman. We need Hillary. Jimbo. That's amazing. That is amazing. Jimbo, thank you. So, Lisa Lister. Lisa, thank you so very much. As always, Lisa, thank you. Thank you very, very, very much. Lisa, greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Jimbo, thank you. You did it. Oh, nice. Lisa, be here. Like I said, Jimbo and Lisa and everybody, I'm going to watch. You have to understand something. I have about 5 YouTubers, about 6, 7, 8, about 10 YouTubers I have to watch. Anomaly, Black Conservative Patriot, Sticks, Tim Pool, Kevin's Corner, Amazing Lucas. He's awesome. I'm going to watch all of these people. HB, I'm going to watch all of these people on November 3rd. When I'm not on live stream, when I'm not uploading. There's some others too that I want to get their take on. Brandon Tatum, I want to watch his take on. But Lisa Lister, it's going to be amazing. Birds Nation 302, go Philly. Go Eagles. Birds Nation 302, thank you. Jimbo, that's awesome. But Lisa Lister, be here. Be here. There's some really great ones. Who? Let's see if I just, because sometimes I don't get. Mark Dice is going to have an amazing one. November 3rd is going to be a time when you can enjoy, when you can really enjoy all your favorite YouTubers. Because it ain't going to, let me tell you something. Oh, Nick DiPaolo, I'm going to have to watch also. Nick DiPaolo, he pushes the envelope. He's hilarious. There's a lot of people that I'm going to watch. Living Spree. Can we get more Hillary vids? I have money on this. Living Spree. And you know me. I'm gonna go ahead and always do vids on that. Thank you. Lisa Lister. I want you to be here, Lisa, November 3rd. First of all, thank you as always for your generosity and your kindness. And just thank you. Thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you. Be here November 3rd, Lisa. It's a countdown. We have 126 days, so days until November 3rd. We have 126 days until November 3rd. 126 days, ladies and gentlemen. 126 days. And Lisa, Jimbo, everyone here, we have 126 days of me saying Clinton's going to be nominee. I don't care if it's the day before. Do you understand? I'm still saying it. Evan S. I got banned from Discord for being in fan server. Really? Really? I don't know exactly. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. How does that even work? What is it? So, for being in, how did you get in the fan server? Evan S, thank you. How did you get in the server though? I don't know how Discord works. Ken Palmer, I love the flat top. I am nervous that Trump will lose. He won't. Ken, he will not. He will not. Lisa Lister, we're going to party. We're going to party. Everyone here is going to party on this channel. Lisa, thank you very much. Thank you as always for your generosity, Lisa. It's greatly, 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 greatly appreciated. But Clinton is going after President Trump, which is kind of funny because the whole point is if people are trying to go after American soldiers, then we should leave. If we've been there forever and nothing has changed or things have changed, but you can't stay in counterinsurgency conflicts forever. You need to bring home Americans. That's the biggest issue, the biggest moral issue we face as a country, because there are people of all different ethnicities in the United States military. Dean Diefendorf, keep the pressure on IG bar. We need prep work, early morning raids. We do, Dean, but that is predicated upon President Trump winning, and that's one of the reasons that they ain't gonna roll the dice with the exhumed body, the Botox cadaver. The man looks like a cadaver that had plastic surgery. They ain't going to roll the dice with him. Speaking of the former vice president. You're not going to roll the dice with somebody who hasn't had a press conference in a million years. So, Lisa Lister, thank you. Dean Diefendorf, that is going to take place. But it's going to be... that's predicated upon President Trump winning, everybody. So, I mean, Dean Diefendorf brings up a great point, but look, the country, first of all, President Trump could run again if he loses. So that would be a silver lining in any absurd loss. I don't see Democrats winning. I don't care how they've convinced themselves again. See, this will be the second time in 4 years that they have, the second time in 4 years that they've, the second time in 4 years that they've convinced themselves they're omnipotent and all-knowing and the smartest people in the room, only to be disappointed by yet another horrendous failure. By yet another absolutely horrendous failure. A cataclysmic, biblical, monumental defeat. Where they will be hysterical, apoplectic, the fanatical, fuming, seething, like they're almost like AI robots. Who knows how they're gonna react to losing, but it's gonna be really interesting. Do you understand? It's gonna be really interesting. Do you understand? It's going to be interesting. America, you chose Trump again. I hope you're happy. Slowly but surely, they'll realize, very slowly, they'll realize that that they're not the smartest people in the room, that President Trump is a good president. Well, maybe they'll never agree with that. But this is not going to be a healthy, fun time. Mr. Falcon Lem, does anyone know where Biden's VP pick is? Exactly. Nobody knows. When did Clinton pick? Clinton picks VP? Let's see. So, when did Clinton pick her VP? Oh, okay. July 22nd. That's interesting. So we have a whole month of this now. Hillary Clinton selects Tim Kaine, a popular senator from swing state. Oh my God. They're gonna lose again with Clinton. Evan S. I got into the server from Gavin's website. The server was banned last week, and now they banned all accounts that were in the new server. I thought Discord, Evan, thank you. I thought Discord didn't, I don't know. I don't know much about it. I thought it was like they didn't ban people, or I thought it was about circumventing that. But Evan S., thank you. Thank you, Evan. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for always watching. Thank you, Evan. Flying Fox Fruits! HSC might finally. Flying Fox Fruits, I don't understand entirely. Agent Pepsi 1! Democrats will try to steal the election. Arrest just made in New Jersey. American patriots rise up if Trump loses. I fear it's... No. Don't worry about that. How can they? They don't have... No. Agent Pepsi 1. Everything's going to be fine. First of all, President Trump's going to win. But even if he doesn't, God forbid, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then, look, they're not going with Biden, but as it is right now, Trump wins in a landslide. It's just so interesting. It's just so interesting how, Eric H526, thank you. It's so interesting how they have to prop up Biden. It's going to be an all virtual. It is going to be a virtual convention. Okay, that is hilarious. A virtual convention. A virtual convention. That if you have a virtual convention with a person that has two people on his channel at all times, or barely two people, how does that even work? Then you have a centennial of the 19th Amendment. Who knows? Who knows how it's going to happen? Maybe it's a week before the election, maybe a week before the convention, Madam Secretary takes it. Who knows? All I'm saying is that they cannot. The legal and political future of a great many powerful people rests upon this, and they're not rolling with their dice. They're not rolling the dice with the exhumed body, the Botox cadaver. Lisa Lister, thank you again. Lisa Lister, thank you. But how on earth are you going to win? How on earth are you going to win if you don't have enthusiasm? How do you expect to win an election? Bill Clinton had, look. Democrats need, Bill Clinton won. I had so much enthusiasm. I just want to tell you, I had so much enthusiasm. You cannot believe. Bill Clinton, he was a good campaigner. I give him that. Okay? He played the saxophone. He was young. He had charisma. Oh, I had so much charisma. My wife, not so much, but me, you better believe it. You take it to the bank. When we took it to the bank. He has charisma. Okay, President Obama was an amazing... I give him a great deal of credit, President Obama, for being an amazing campaigner. He was very, very, very good. Okay? Bush, baby Bush, the imbecile, W, didn't have to campaign that much. They say, oh well, you know what? People want to have a beer with him, but he was running against the incredibly lifelike, human-like Al Gore. Al Gore makes Rand Paul look like Liberace. So Al Gore has no charisma, very little charisma. He almost has negative charisma. Like the fact that he has no personality really, or kind of does, it's almost amusing in a way. He never really embraced it. Exactly. So Bush didn't really, he ran against Al Gore, which, okay, so you need some kind of competitive advantage. Odinga Mobutu! We got up to 2024 and beyond to hear about Clinton running from HA, perhaps 2028, 2032. Pretty much. Odinga Mobutu, thank you. Luke St. Martin, hello. Odinga Mobutu, pretty much. And it's going to happen in 2020. I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's going to happen. They're not rolling the dice with Biden. I will have made the biggest political call of all time. Otherwise, they lose by a landslide. Like a landslide. There's no way. See, the media is like, look at these polls. They're scientific. They're not scientific at all. They're public relations stunts. They're press releases. Polls today are press releases. And within the polls, you can kind of see a little bit of the truth. Like enthusiasm, that is important. But you don't even need polls. You can look at anecdotal evidence as even anecdotal data is even more important than polls that are always wrong. Always wrong. And they say, well, the guy within the margin of error, in the popular vote, she outspent Trump 2-1. What do you expect? They're not even going to get that this year, and they're not going to get, if you took away Gary Johnson and you added Jill Stein, President Trump still would have won. So, Odinga Mabutu, thank you. Transient Traveler, thank you. It's interesting, too, because I don't say, honey, no, we don't live our lives. Lisa Lister, Odinga Mabutu, everyone here, we don't live our lives in the paradigm of lesser, we just pick the least horrible option. You don't say, honey, I just want to let you know that out of all the people I've been with, you have been the least horrendous and horrible and the least ugly. I want to spend my life with you. Will you marry me? Gee, thanks. That's fantastic. Nobody says that, but Democrats do. That's the way they live. Democrats definitely, that's the way they live. They go into the car dealership and they say, I want a car that doesn't stink as bad as most other cars stink. That's what they do. Give me a car that will only break down 75% as much as the worst car out there. That's what they do. They're like, anybody would rather have Biden. I mean, Trump is horrible. But that people don't think that way. People don't think that way. Nobody thinks that way. Nobody thinks that way. Nobody says, nobody says that. And okay, here's another reason why, today's society, it's almost like we're finding out it's almost like people are finding out the nefarious side of the internet, but it's taking just a little too long for people to really get it. Just a little too long. There was this article today I popped up on my phone, and it was like, couple goes and has dinner on date night, and the lady or and the wife was, her night was ruined because of the shredded cheese she wanted on her tacos. And then I looked and I'm like, well, maybe was she lactose intolerant? Was the cheese bad? I'm thinking that, maybe the cheese was bad, and it's couple, I think it's in Texas or in Dallas or whatever. They went into a restaurant and the husband, so what happened was the husband took a photo. So there's two problems here. Let me break down how nefarious and insidious, everything is. Mitchell Smith! Hello, H.A. I've been reading many articles exposing election fraud lately. Thanks for your positive attitude and knowledge. I don't think it's going to get close enough for election fraud, but Mitchell Smith, as always. Thank you, Mitchell. Kathleen Smith! Kathleen Smith, Mitchell Smith. I love the emoji, Kathleen. Thank you. I love the emoji. Mitchell, I don't know. I don't think it's, Ken Palmer, HA, you made me look like a superstar in 2016, watching you since 2014, 2015. Thank you so much, Ken. Greatly appreciated, Ken. Thank you. That makes me feel very good, and I'm so glad. And I'm so glad that we were both right in 2016, and we'll both be right in 2020. Thank you, Ken, very, very much for the kind words. Every kind word, I actually, like a lot of the kind messages I actually save, so I'm going to save that one too. Thank you so very, very, very much. Lisa Lister, Mitchell Smith, thank you. But see, so I have to tell you this. I have to tell everyone this. This is the most important thing. Okay? So Ken and Kathleen and Mitchell and Lisa, Crypto Morpheus, Biden definitely sits here. Oh, Crypto Morpheus, thank you. Mr. Falcon Lem, why Bill Clinton so silent lately? No Biden endorsement yet. Why things that make you go, exactly. I just can't endorse I don't want to. I can't do it now, Mr. Falcon. I can't. I don't want to muddy the waters, but I'm only endorsing my wife because she's running. Thank God Almighty, she's running. Oh my God. No, but Mr. Falcon, thank you very much. Thanks everybody. Thank you. And I have to tell you this. So this is why social media and Twitter and Facebook and all of them won't be relevant. Like videos will be relevant, but like video, like TikTok, I think has a longer shelf life than Twitter, but that's not going to last forever either. And Twitter is not going to be as relevant, not nearly as relevant, even a year from now, once Trump ends that platform. But here, not because of anything like any law, because people have realized, oh my God, I spent all this time. I spend all this time trying to undermine and denigrate and demean, and at the end of the day, he still got reelected. So that's what they're gonna say. But so you gotta listen to this. So this couple goes, and the husband, he takes a picture. Okay, first of all, rule number 1 of life. Never look for moral support or, endearing comments or any type of moral or any type of. Don't ever look for moral support from Twitter or Facebook or any social media platform. Never. Okay, maybe YouTube you could sometimes, but don't do it because you're not going to get the response you want. So that's the first problem, but that's not even the biggest issue here. So he takes a picture and he's like, my wife and I, we were 3 months, quarantine, 3 months quarantine. And we've been waiting 20 minutes for shredded cheese. We've been waiting 20 minutes for shredded cheese, and it hasn't. They haven't brought it to us. And you see a picture of his wife like this, like that, and then the food is, cold or whatever. And they went after this poor couple on Twitter. They went after them. Do you know this is a pandemic? And people are risking their lives giving you shredded cheese. You're giving them shredded cheese on your tacos. Do you understand that? And you're worried about how fast the service is. Yeah, I know. And can you believe this? And can you believe that? And I know. And I agree with you. And retweet. And oh my God, the condemnation and the judgment from the cyber imbeciles. And it wasn't even that serious. Like, it was like she wanted the shredded cheese. Okay. And it took a while to get, I don't even know if they ever got the cheese. Okay. It If you ask Eric Swalwell, they might not have even cut the cheese. But the whole point is, that this is turned into a story. This is actually a story. And this is actually a story in the news. Okay, so I just type in woman shredded cheese. Like, woman who wanted shredded cheese on her fajitas spent date night in agony. Like, why do I... Cheese wife. They call East Eater Dallas. This doc. They call this person. Everyone has to be categorized. She's the cheese wife now. Cheese wife becomes a meme after husband's restaurant service complaint tweet goes viral. This is the the beginning of the end, not of our society, because I don't really care about this. Trump supporters don't really care about this. It's the Democrats who lack an actual environment, like a social environment. Their social environment. The cheese wife. Did you see what the cheese wife did? Oh my God. And then people say, gosh, there's such an issue with depression among young people. Yeah, because you're focusing on this. Brian Morrow. I don't know. H.A. Hillary rigged last time and lost. What is that question? I think this time they will rig it to their destruction. They could only do certain states, though. Like Pennsylvania, they might get, just because, they're going to really try to pull the strings for Biden in Pennsylvania with the mail-in ballots. But, people actually have to pick up mail-in ballots and then take them to locations like mail-in ballots were usually for people who couldn't make the actual election day, or they just for convenience. Not the way they're doing it now, which is they want only mail-in ballots so they can count the votes, like in Broward County. Brian, thank you. I don't think it'll be, I don't think it'll be, I think in certain states it could be dicey, but the election itself, I don't know. I don't even see them getting the voter turnout that they want. So I could be wrong, but I don't think so. But here's the example. Here's an example of why Democrats, you have to understand something. This is not. First of all, you don't go to social media for any moral support on anything. I stubbed my toe last night, everyone. Look at my toe. You're worried about your toe? This is a pandemic. Oh my God. Were you wearing your mask? So, everything's going to be twisted. Everything's going to be a morality lesson from the left that generally lacks a great deal of morality on how they, what they think is just their version of morality is yelling and screaming and condemning and judging and being outraged all the time. And then if you don't do exactly what they say, you're the immoral one. But they demand empathy when they get caught with their pants down, literally and figuratively. And, you get no empathy if you're not a Democrat or liberal. You get zero empathy, zero empathy, zero forgiveness, zero sympathy, nothing. But old school dad, man, it ain't going to happen. Murray J., I think it's going to be a horrible turnout for Biden. But, this is the issue, ladies and gentlemen. This is the issue, ladies and gentlemen. We have a society today, growing up, just in the 90s and 80s, okay? Just in the 80s and 90s, okay? It's the last, thank God I was a part of the last generation that could wait outside of, Tower Records or a record store to get your favorite album on CD. To actually wait outside for the release. This is a fun, exciting thing to do. And I was, half the time, it wasn't even an album that I wanted or, a band that I liked. It was just my friend was waiting, and so I waited with my buddy or my buddies. That is something that kids don't do today. Young people don't do. That's why I'm like, you hear this, like, this new generation has, a greater, problem with mental health. It's like, well, the cyber world stinks. I mean, YouTube is different. Like, I'm not saying this because I'm a YouTuber. It's just different. Thank you, Mr. Falcon Lamb. Thank you. Should Trump rent Javits Center for... Imagine how that would make... I don't know. It might be the return. Mr. Falcon Lim, thank you. But Ghostmon, there's a demonic ill temper. Oh my goodness, how could you possibly think that, Ghostmon? The only thing I have a problem with is the squid part. You just type in woman shredded cheese wife. That's what they're calling this person. They're calling her cheese wife. Look at our society. Look at what the world, look at what media does. The woman who wanted shredded cheese on her fajitas spends date night in agony. The takeout. Eater Dallas. Cheese wife becomes a meme. Like, why you can become a meme? At least make money from it. New York Post, man melts down over wife's horrible wait for shredded cheese on fajita. And then here, shredded cheese wife guy. Shredded cheese wife guy. What is that? What this is why obsess over this? Do you see, like, this is like so unimportant. This is so unimportant. The food looks good, actually. But, like, this is the media that says Trump's on the ropes. The media that covers cheese wife. Okay? Hey, News Hub. Internet shreds U.S. man. Untimely complaint about lack of cheese on wife's fajitas. This is an actual headline. Do you understand how absurd this is? Ken Palmer. H.A., the only thing worse than Trump losing is the water bagel close. Are they? Wait. A bagel shop in Brooklyn is closing down. That stinks. You can't really get good bagels in LA anymore. There's like one or two, maybe three shops. I don't know. Ken Palmer, thank you. That's horrible. That is horrible. Brian Morrow. Rodney Dangerfield, back to school Democrats say, so how about you call me sometime when you have no class? That's right. Answer me. It's like Sam Kinnison's in that movie too, Brian. So Brian, thank you. Old school dad man. Remember Sam Kinison, Brian? Old school dad man. Could you imagine Biden's rally with no one but protesters rushing the stage? Could you imagine Biden trying to figure out what he would do? No way they let him out. Exactly. That would be a horrendous scene. Could you imagine, like, he would then fall back to, like, mean Biden. Amen, 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 amen. Old school dad man, amen. Old school dad man, thank you. But this is the thing. It's like, society is so quick to denigrate and descend. Like, I do not want people who relish the notion of being anonymous and then insulting others. Like, I don't want them at all a part of my life. That's why I'm not on social media. These the most cowardly, petulant imbeciles. Internet shreds U.S. man. This is News Hub. It shreds. And then then with Trump, it's his incendiary tweets. It's incendiary. Oh, it's like it's just words. It's just like the Democrats so into public relations. And then Ken and Karen, the wealthy couple who pulled. Okay, that's it. Everybody has to be categorized. You have to, but the Democrats no. Like if you say one thing about Biden, oh my God, they just it's big problem. If you say one thing about Madam Secretary, oh my God, but everyone else categorized. Cheese wife, shredded cheese wife guy, Ken and Karen. Everyone is categorized. And then they're going to categorize Trump as two-term president. No! Incendiary. Oh! That's why, they don't have anything. Intelligence says he did this. What do I care about intelligence? They're not even intelligent. If they were intelligent, even then it wouldn't be evidence. Incendiary. Oh! Scorching. That's what they would say that too. This is scorching. Shred. Then they try to play on words. They shredded the man over cheese. They're so proud of themselves for being so petulant. It's unbelievable. Excoriating. Shredding. Trump's excoriating messages. Incendiary. This is how the world is like. It's not. See, the world is not that bad for them, so they have to make it worse. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be back. Miller Chillmore! I'm deleting all social media and news apps, only listening to the soulful sounds of H.A. Goodman until November 3rd. Thank you, Miller Chillmore. Thank you. I'll tell you this, Millard, we're going to have a lot more fun than, did you see what that couple wanted? It's in the middle of a pandemic, and she wanted shredded cheese, and she was upset about waiting 20 minutes. While people are battling a pandemic at the restaurant, they're at the front lines. They're risking their lives to get her shredded cheese. I can't believe how, ungrateful this couple was. It's gonna be a lot better here. Miller Chillmore, thank you. Miller Chillmore, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you at around 11 p.m. tonight. Parabiology 101, hello. Eric, H526, Luke St. Martin. I will see you all around 11 p.m. this evening. Thanks, everybody. Miller Chillmore, thank you. Lisa Lister, thank you as always, Lisa. And everyone here, thank you. Jimbo, Mitchell Smith, everyone here. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, everyone. Thanks so much. And subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. I have a great segment up on that. Ken, thank you again, Ken. And be here, everybody, at 11 p.m. Pacific. I will be back at 11 p.m. Pacific, everyone. And subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel. The links are below in the pinned comment. Thanks, everybody. Have a great evening. I'll see you in a couple of hours, about 3 hours.